So looking at inequalities, first of all, simple GCSE, looking at linear inequalities. The key thing is that you just keep the inequality sign in and you solve it like a normal equation, but if you're dividing or multiplying by a negative number, the inequality sign switches direction. So here we've divided by -3 and it turns from a greater than to a less than. Quadratic inequalities follow a different method. First thing you do, write it as an equals instead of an inequality. So replace the inequality sign with an equal. You then solve your quadratic in the usual way. Make sure you know how to do that. And once you've got your solutions, you'll have two solutions. These are called the critical values. You then need to decide which range of values work. And to do this, you need to use your number line. Make sure you go back to the original equation to test which sections of the number line work. And to test the sections of the number line, you pick a number. So you might pick in between 9 and 3, you pick the number 0. And you try testing it on 0 to see if that section works. Once you've decided which sections work, so if it works on that bit, I'd put a tick there. I might test the value 10 here. See, that won't work, and I might test the value negative 10 in that half, and that probably doesn't work. So after you've tested, you then have to write the answer as an inequality. The key things to learn is that the inside values are a combined inequality, and the outside values are written as two separate inequalities. X is less than -9, separated by the word or, x is greater than 3. So inside, combined inequality, outside as two separate inequalities. If you've got two inequalities to solve and the question asks you to find where both inequalities are valid, e.g. you've solved your first inequality and you've got the answer x is greater than 3, there's a second inequality and you've got the answer x is between -1 and 6, you then use a number line to help you. So on the first number line you put where x is greater than 3, and on the second line you put the other solution, just like you used to do at GCSE. Then use lines to separate the different parts of the graph, and I'm looking for any bit of the graph where both works. So this works and this doesn't, so that's no good. This works and this works, so that's valid for both of them. That doesn't, that does, so that's no good, and on this one neither of them work, so that's no good. So my final solution is between these two values, so I write that x is bigger than 3 but less than 6.